Greetings ladies and gents, Ilzy from Heathen Sen here, welcome to my channel. Today we've got another review, but first of all, before we go on to it, I'd like to thank my subscribers. I hope you're liking the content so far. And for the viewers out there who haven't subscribed yet, please do. We're having a lot more fragrant videos like this coming straight to you soon. Now, onto the review. We have got today Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace. So, start off, yeah, I've only got like a 10ml bottle over here. Basically, the last review I did on the coffee break, and I got the 100ml bottle because, I mean, that was hard enough to find. This one seems to be easier to come by, but it seems to be a lot more mass appealing. But anyway, I actually got a bottle of this for my partner around Christmas. So what, it's May now, and honestly, to say how good this is, at least for her, she's only got 10ml left. I tried to get the bottle from her, but honestly, I don't think she'll be able to actually part from it. I could see the worry in her face when I asked. But anyway, let's get on to the notes of this fragrance. So, what we've got today, on the top is cloves, pink pepper, and orange blossom. At the heart, we've got chestnut, guaiac wood, juniper. At the base, we've got vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmere. Now, give it a little bit of spray. I mean, you can't really sort of presentation sort of showing because, I mean, it's just a 10ml bottle. But if you saw my last review anyway for coffee break, you'll know what this bottle looks like in 100ml. It's basically the same. Anyway, we'll give this a bit of a spray. Spray on this is not too bad. It's not quite the same as the 100ml bottle, but it does the job. Why not? So, ooh, wow. I think there's definitely a good reason why this is loved by so many people. Just even from that first spray, it really sort of comes out at you. Let's get on to the projection of this fragrance. So, now you're going to start off with those cloves, pink pepper, and the orange blossom. I'm getting much more of the cloves out of this one. It's very smoky and like, okay, let's go with like the star notes as well. Like, it's mainly the cloves, the chestnut, and the vanilla. So you're getting very much like an oriental vibe from this fragrance. Obviously, as I said, you know, with the cloves, it's coming out the most. You know, the pink pepper sort of gives a little bit of like, I don't know, like sort of a sweet spiciness to it. And the orange blossom, it is there. It's a little bit faint, but it adds a little bit of a powderiness to it. Sort of, I guess you can say it almost like elevates that sort of smokiness and kind of makes it a little bit more softer, should I say? A little bit more blended. And that seems to last about a good, say about like 30 minutes or so, give or take those top notes. Once it gets to the heart, right there, with the chestnut, guaiac wood, and juniper. So obviously you're going to get more of that chestnut. It's, you know, nutty and everything like that. It's really, I actually remember actually seeing like a number of websites actually say that chestnut apparently, well, chestnuts themselves, I haven't really sort of taken much, you know, notice of it, but apparently it smells like sperm. But anyway, on with the review. And the guaiac wood, so, you know, you got like this sort of tarry type feel that really adds to the smokiness. It's kind of like dense, but, you know, a little bit soft at the same time. Especially with like that juniper that sort of like adds a little bit of greenness. Not really too sharp, but it's nice and very well blended in there. And that sort of lasts about a good 5 hours until it gets down to the base notes, being the vanilla, Peru balsam, and the cashmere. Now, the vanilla, it's not really like a very sweet vanilla. It's more of a softer vanilla, but, you know, it's got a nice warm sweetness to it. The Peru balsam sort of really, I think, does a lot to sort of, I guess, anchor the fragrance in and sort of lend a bit of, you know, balsamic sort of sweetness to it to make it that nice bit of cozy sort of feel to it. And the cashmere, see, cashmere, I'm not ridiculously familiar with that as a note. I haven't smelled too many fragrances with it, but what I've noticed, it sort of adds a little bit of a, I guess you can say, sort of a earthy, sort of leathery vibe to it. So once again, it's another thing that sort of adds to the smokiness of the fragrance, because you're going to get that sort of whole smoky feel most of the way through the fragrance, or all the way through the fragrance, let's be honest. And honestly, this whole fragrance lasts a good 9 hours on my skin, give or take. I even had one day where I basically, because I do night shifts as a security guard, so I thought, okay, you know, I'll put it on, test it out about midnight or so, and I went home, it was still on my skin, and that was at about 8:30 or so. I went to sleep, I had like a bit of a nap, and I woke up at 12:30. I can still smell it. At least that vanilla and the Perio Balsam, as far as I can tell, it's still going on my skin. It was faint, but it was there. So, like, considering, you know, that was actually about like 12:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there. But look, you know, in terms of like getting like a solid amount of the fragrance, you know, that's still decently detectable, I'd say about a good 9 or so hours, give or take. Now let's get on to the price of this fragrance. Basically, you're going to get the same sort of price that you get from the coffee break fragrance that I actually just reviewed last week. And let me see, it was like a 10 ml for $43. I believe it was like $95 for a 30 ml, and also $185 for the 100 ml. Either way, I'm going to leave the prices on the screen somewhere over here, because my brain is not 100% at the moment, but what do you do? Work night shift, it's going to happen to you like that. Now onto the versatility of this fragrance. So this one, in terms of when you can wear it, at least when it's going to be the best of use, it's not so versatile. It's definitely something more of a colder month type of fragrance. So it's autumn, winter, more of a nighttime sort of thing. I guess you can use this as a date night sort of fragrance. I'll be honest, it's not sexy, but it is very sweet, cozy and smoky. It has that air of sort of mysteriousness to it. And hey, by the Fireplace, it's definitely, as the title is, that's exactly what it smells like. You definitely feel like you're in a nice, cozy sort of fireplace, around one at least, not in it. You don't want to be on fire. Okay, and in terms of the projection of this fragrance, it is not a big projector. It is definitely within an arm's length. It's similar to what the Replica coffee break is. It's definitely going to stay a little bit closer to the skin than most sort of fragrances. But other than that, it doesn't get down to a skin scent until about the 2 to 3 hour mark. But other than that, it sort of gets close to the skin and just cozy all the freaking way. Absolutely love this one. I think it is a beautiful scent, and I've noticed with that Maison Margiela Replica line of fragrances, they have a title to the fragrance, and it's basically, bam, that's what it is. You know, it explains it very well in a few words, to say the least. Anyway, this has been my review for Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace. I hope you're all doing well, guys. If you like what you see, what you hear, please comment, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fragrant videos like this straight to your feed. Please take care of yourselves, guys. And remember, if you smell good, you feel good. Blessed be to you all, and I'll see you on the next video.